First thing, how much do you weigh right now?
275.
275.
Yes, sir.
A little undersized of what we are used to seeing your position. How is that? You were that weight last year. Why do they have you at 275?
To be honest, I've always had a hard time keeping weight on. Coming out of high school, I played a little bit of middle linebacker. I was never really typical D lineman size, but I've always been aggressive. I've always had a quick twitch. I've always just been relentless off the ball, so it's kind of made up for the weight that I don't have. So that's why I'm kind of still at the position.
Relentless off the ball, maybe a tad quicker off the ball than some of the guys, which
yes,
kind of, so if you get into the gap a little bit quicker, then size isn't going to matter as much, right?
Exactly, yes, sir. And here we don't really play gaps as much. We play a lot of blocks. So we play the actual offensive lineman, and the quicker I can get onto him before he can get onto me, I mean, there's not much he can do. So I just keep that in the back of my head every play, and I just use it to my advantage.
A lot of people understand the idea that offensive linemen want to stand up a defensive lineman and kind of move around, but you want to do sort of the same thing to them a little bit so they can't drive their legs and control you. So
yes,
that helps you in doing that?
Yes, sir, it does. It helps me a lot. Yes, sir.
You guys have the run defense has been kind of maligned a little bit this year, but there have been signs the last couple weeks of progress, especially up the middle.
Yes, sir.
How have you, when you're in the film room, how have you seen you guys progress in that sense?
Especially for the DTs. I mean, I honestly think our DNs have been holding the line really well. My outside guys have been going good. But when you look in the internal guys, a lot of small things that was throwing us off as far as our eyes, just being aggressive off the ball, things that's very fixable. So once we focus on basically the fundamentals of playing a position and get back to the things that, made us who we were, it helped us out a lot, and that's really what our coach has been beating in our heads, and we've been focused on just the small things, just alignment, eyes, just physicality.
How much, when you look at some of the numbers, how much is some of that because there was so much youth at defensive end other than Mikey, because Tyler was out a couple weeks, and then you had Malik, who didn't have much experience, even Timon before he got hurt playing. And how much did that kind of affect the whole group, and how much is that different now that those guys have 5 games of experience?
I think experience is everything. The young guys we had, they're very athletic. I knew they would definitely be able to hold their own to some extent, and they did. But like you said, just with the more experience, with those guys actually playing, I hate Timon is hurt, but other than that, guys just playing with more experience, they just continue to do better and better each game. So you can see how it's helping them, and they're putting it on film. So
how big would it be to get a healthy Dewan Drennan back at some point?
It would be amazing. It would be amazing. Not only because he's a football player, but that's just one of my best friends. So just to be able to see him do what he loves to do, that's going to bring me joy.
How tough has this been for him? Because every time I see him, he kind of walks by and he's always got a smile.
Yeah.
Seems to have a pretty good disposition, but it's got to be really tough for him.
I know it has, especially him being out for like half the season. I'm pretty sure it's tough. I can only imagine how that is. But I mean, like I said, he's never been down about it. I mean, like I said, I know it's hurting him, but he never shows it. I mean, he's always joking, laughing. One of the guys always encouraging us. So that just gives me even more drive just to want to see him do what he does. So
sounds good. Thanks a lot.